Hello students, welcome to Rationality classes. Today I'll be going to do question number 8 and question number 10 of NCERT Math exercise 8.1 of class 10. So without wasting any further time, let's delve into the question. So first you write solution. Let me shift this to the right so that you can have a better look. So first you need to write the solution on the left hand side at the edge of the page. Okay, so first then you have to need to read the question. What's written in the question? If 3 cot A is equal to 4, this is your given statement of the question, and you have to find whether this term is equal to this term or not. So first let's proceed to the solution. First write the given equation. What is given? Given 3 cot A is equal to 4, isn't it? Right? 3 cot A equals to 4. Then you do one thing, you transfer this 3 to the right hand side. What will you get? Cot A is equal to 4 by 3. Clear? It's in multiplication form. If you transfer it to the right hand side, it will go to the denominator as division form. Okay, so now we need to find the value of the expression of the left hand side, which is 1 minus 10 square A by 1 plus 10 square A. Let's write it. LHS, abbreviation for left hand side, equals to, write this expression, 1 minus 10 square A by 1 plus 10 square A. Now you already know that 10A is reciprocal of cot A and vice versa. Let me show you. 10A is the reciprocal of cot A and cot A is the reciprocal of 10A. You need to remember this. Okay? So we need to convert this 10 to cot. How will it convert? Just watch it. 1 minus, bring this 10, write this 10 square A as 10A whole square. 10A whole square instead of 10 square A. And write this 10 square A in the denominator as 10A whole square again. So 1 plus 10A whole square. Sorry. So if cot A is equal to 4 by 3, what will be 10A? It will be, of course, equal to 1 by 4 by 3, which is 3 by 4. Let me show you how. Convert this 10A to cot A. What will be? 1 by cot A, reciprocal of 10A, and the whole square will be whole square, plus, similarly, you convert this 10A into cot A. You'll get 1 by cot A whole square. Now just you need to plug the values of cot A here. 1 minus 1 by, what is the value of cot A? It's 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 whole squared because of this. And similarly, do the same thing for the denominator. 4 by 3 whole square. Simplify this term. You'll get 1 minus 3 by 4 whole square by 1 plus 3 by 4 whole square. Then proceed to the next step, which is further simplifying. 1 minus, what is 3 square? It's 9. What is 4 square? It's 16. Just easy. 1 plus, take it easy, 3 square 9, again 4 square 16. Now I hope you know how to simplify these fractions. 16 into 1 is 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. 7 by 16. Same on the denominator. 16 1 is 16. 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. 25 by 16. So this is the upper fraction. This is the lower fraction. And they are altogether in fractions. So you need to cancel the denominator of both the parts. So you end up with 7 by 25, which is the value of left hand side. Now you need to find the value of right hand side, which is cos square a minus sin square a. Let me show you how to find it. First, let's draw a triangle, right angle triangle, and name it as PQR. Right angle, let's name it as A, B and C. Right angled at B. So with this information, let's construct a right angle triangle. So the given angle is A here. We'll take the given angle here as A, this one. And cot of A, cot of this angle of this right angle triangle is equal to 4 by 3. So what was cot by A? Cot theta. Just revise it. Cot theta is equal to base by perpendicular. You already know it. So in this triangle, which one is the base? Of course, the side adjacent to the given angle, which is AB, and the perpendicular is the other side, which is the side opposite to the given angle, which is BC. So this is the base and this is the perpendicular. So cot of A is equal to base by perpendicular. Let's say cot of A is equal to what is given in here, it's 4 by 3, is equal to base by perpendicular. So the length of the perpendicular is 3. Let's assume 3 centimeter, and the length of the base is 4. Let's assume 4 centimeter. Get it? So let's make a bigger triangle so that it will be easier to look at. Easier for you to look at. Sorry for the bad grammar. Okay. This is the triangle, slightly bigger. We name it ABC. The length of the BC side is 3 centimeter, and the length of the AB side is 4 centimeter. Now what will be the length of the AC side? We need to apply Pythagoras theorem to find that out. Let's apply Pythagoras theorem. By applying Pythagoras theorem, what does Pythagoras theorem say? It says that the square of the length of the hypotenuse equals to the square of the length of the base plus square of the length of the perpendicular. So apply this. AC squared is equal to AB squared plus BC squared. We don't know AC, so we leave it be. What is the length of AB? It's 4 centimeter, right? 4 squared. And what is the length of BC? It's 3 centimeter. So it will be BC squared 3 square. So implies AC squared is equal to, what is 4 square? Is 16, and 3 squared is 9. AC squared is equal to 16 plus 9, 25. Now take square roots on both sides. You will get AC is equal to 5 centimeter. So you found the value of AC, which is 5 centimeter. So this is your triangle. This is the triangle you have constructed from the given equation, which is cot A is equal to 4 by 3. Now you have to find the sine of this angle. Sine of this angle A. Sine of A. Okay, let me write here. Sine of A. What will be the sine of A? It is equal to the perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is the perpendicular here? 3 centimeter. 3. And what is the hypotenuse? It's 5. 5. And what will be the cos A? It's base by hypotenuse. What is the base here? It's 4 centimeter. Write 4 here. And what is the hypotenuse? It's 5 centimeter. Write 5 here. Now, okay, new page. Okay, just see what I have done so far. Now we take the right hand side, which is cos square A minus sin square A. You need to find this value. Let me write it. Write RHS equals to cos square A minus sin square A. Write this expression as cos A whole square minus sin A whole square. You need to take this square outside. sorted. It's just cos A and sin A inside. So you just need to find cos A and sin A and plug the values. Let's see. So this is the given triangle. What will be the cos A here? Oh, you have already found the value. The value of cos A is 4 by 5 and the sin is 3 by 5. Just plug in the values. I forget little things. What is the value of cos A? It's 4 by 5. You can already see in here. And sin A is 3 by 5. So cos A is 4 by 5. Cos A whole square is 4 by 5 whole square minus sin A whole square is 3 by 5 whole square. What's 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. Minus 3 square is 9. 5 square is 25. 16 minus 9 is 7 and 25. Let's see if it matches with the left hand side or not. So we find the value of the expression 1 minus 10 square A by 1 plus 10 square A as 7 by 25. So it matches the left hand side. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS, and hence we prove the equation. Get it? Now let's move on to the last questions. Question number 10. Read the question. In a triangle, right angle triangle PQR, right angled at Q, PR plus RQ is equal to 25 centimeter and PQ is equal to 5 centimeter. So the given equation is pretty long here. A right angle triangle is given, right angled at Q, and the sum of the sides PR plus RQ is given, which is 25 centimeter. And also the value of PQ is given, which is 5 centimeter. You need to find the value of sin P, cos P and tan P of the triangle. It's quite simple. Let me show you. First write the solution on the edge of the page. Construct the triangle. I am drawing a big triangle for you this time. Bigger one. What is the name of the triangle? It's PQR. PQR. Let me check. Right angle at Q. Right angle at Q. I am right. So the value of PQ is 5 centimeter. So the length of this side is 5 centimeter. And the length of the sum of the lengths PR plus RQ is equal to 25 centimeter. Right, given in right angle triangle PQR, PR plus RQ equals to 25 centimeter. So you are provided with this information. You need to find the value of sin P, cos P and tan P of this triangle. So apply Pythagoras theorem. First, by applying Pythagoras theorem, we get the length of the hypotenuse squared, PR squared, is equal to the length of the base squared, which is PQ squared, plus the length of the perpendicular square, which is QR squared. So we need to find the value of PR. So PR squared. Write this PQ in terms of RQ or QR. Okay. So you transfer PR into the right hand side. You will get RQ is equal to, or QR is equal to RQ is equal to QR. Same thing. Is equal to 25 minus PR. Get it? So write PQ as PQ. Write QR as 25 minus PR. 25 minus PR whole square. So the left hand side will remain the same. PR squared is equal to PQ squared plus, this is in the form A minus B whole square. Here A is 25 and B is PR. So A minus B square whole square will be A squared minus twice into A into B plus B square. You have already learned this in earlier classes. So now leave the left hand side as it is. PQ squared plus, what is 25 squared? I have told you earlier to learn the squares of the numbers from 1 to 25. It will really help you. So I have already learned it, so I have kind of memorized it. 25 squared is 625 minus 2 into 25 is 50. PR will remain PR plus PR squared. So the PR on the left hand side, look at the PR on the left hand side and look at the PR on the right hand side. Let me fix it. They both are the same terms and their signs are also same, so you can just cancel it safely. So it will be like 0 equals to PQ square plus 625 minus 50 PR. Now you transfer this minus 50 PR to the left hand side, you will get plus 50 PR equals to, you just plug in the value of PQ. What is the value of PQ? It's 5 centimeter. So PQ is 5 squared plus 625. So 50 PR equals to, what is 5 squared? It's 25 plus 625. Just do the equation. Transfer this 50 in the bottom of the right hand side. It will be 50 and 25 plus 625 is 650. Am I right? 5 plus 5 0. 1 plus 2 3 plus 2 5 650. And you can just cancel the 0 0 from the right hand side. And you simplify this term. You will get 5 1s are 5. 5 13s are 65. So you get the value of PR as 13 centimeter. Write this in here. PR is equal to 13 centimeter. So now you have found now that you have found the value of PR, you can find the value of QR too by applying the Pythagoras theorem, obviously. So let's find the value of now let's find the value of QR. You'll get, apply Pythagoras theorem. By applying Pythagoras theorem, we get, by applying Pythagoras theorem, we get PR squared is equal to PQ squared plus QR squared. I have explained to you why it is earlier. PR squared is equal to PQ squared plus QR squared. Now what is the value of PR? You got it as 13 centimeter. So 13 squared is equal to, what is the value of PQ? It's 5 squared plus QR squared. So what is 13 squared? It's 169. 5 square is 25 plus QR square. Transfer the 25 into the left hand side. You will get 169 minus 25 equals to QR square. So 169 minus 25 will be 144 and QR square will be QR square. Take square roots on both sides and shuffle the equation. You will get QR is equal to 12 centimeter. So this is your triangle finally. This is your triangle, right angle triangle PQR. PQR, and you found the value of PQ, PR and QR by the information given on the question. So what did you find the value of PR? It's 13 centimeter, and the value of QR that you found is 12 centimeter, and PQ was given as 5 centimeter. Now you need to find the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. So you already know, you can do it from here, but still let me show you. Sine of this angle, sine of P. Get it? what does sine theta mean? Sine theta means perpendicular by hypotenuse. So in this case, the perpendicular is the angle of the side opposite to the given angle P, which is 12 centimeter, is equal to 12, and the hypotenuse, the length of the hypotenuse is 13. So you find the value of sine P. Again, find the value of cos P. Cos theta is base by hypotenuse. So in this case, the base is 5 centimeter and the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, 5 by 13. And tan P, what is the value of tan theta? It's perpendicular by base. So in this case, the perpendicular is 12 and the base is PQ, which is 5. So you found the values of sine P, cos P and tan P. Thank you for watching. Meet you in the next class.